Chauncey, where are you at today?
I am at the Sarasota Jungle Gardens.
Why are you at the Sarasota Jungle Gardens?
Because we come here every year. We always look for Frosty, feed the flamingos, and look at all the beautiful palm trees.
Who is Frosty? Tell us about Frosty.
Frosty is a,
He's an alligator.
no, he's a cockatoo, ain't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he's old.
He's old. He has been on the Ed Sullivan Show in the 60s.
Yes.
Doing his high wire act, and he's been at the Jungle Gardens at least, I don't know what year he came, but since 1972 when I first came. I was 3 years old, and Frosty has been here every trip except for one. He had a doctor's appointment one year. So we're looking forward to seeing him, and he's kind of a staple here. Huh?
Yeah, all the beautiful trees and scenery.
So tell us, what is Sarasota Jungle Gardens?
It is basically like a nature walk. You basically are walking on a brick road and just looking at all the different birds and alligators.
Yeah, you just follow the round brick road, and you go all the way around it, and you see some pretty exhibits, some floral,
reptiles.
Yep, reptiles,
just make sure and
birds.
take water.
Take water. It's very humid.
It's hot.
It's not as bad as it's been other years, but it's bad.
Yes.
So.
20 minutes. It's 10:38 right now.
Starting the jungle trail here. And there are parts of the water that do have a sulfur smell. So, quite honestly, most Florida water tastes like that. So, if you smell it through the jungle gardens. Huh? You see him? I didn't see anything in there. Oh yeah, there he is.
Trying to snooze.
Here's a laughing kookaburra. I don't like him because I walked by last year and he laughed at me. There he is in there. He's not laughing today. This is just a very tropical little nature exhibit. Before they put this park here, they said this place was thought to be impenetrable. It was such a jungle and that nobody could get through it, but they did. They put a park here. I don't remember those tables here from before. Yeah, I think those are neat. Just a nice little stroll through the humidity, which thankfully right now is not too bad.
If there was a breeze, I'd feel even better.
Usually this is one of the hottest things that we do on the trip is walk through here. Usually, I mean, we're soaking wet by the time we're done, but right now it's not bad.
A little archway.
Yeah. Great little place to take children and, well, even adults too. You see flamingos.
I say we still come.
Yeah, we still come. We ain't got children, but
our boys used to like it.
there's a bird I'm going to be showing here in just a few minutes. His name's Frosty. I first came to the Jungle Gardens in 1972 when I was 3 years old. My parents brought me. Our other trips here, growing up as a family, we would come to the Jungle Gardens, and one of the birds that performed is named Frosty. He's some kind of cockatoo. I can't remember what he's called, but I'll show him to you. He was performing here at the Jungle Gardens then. He actually did an act on the Ed Sullivan Show where he rode a bicycle across a high wire. And he used to do that act here. He has retired from performing, but he's still here. And he is 87 years old. So, they moved him from where he was last year, but we will be seeing him. They said he's here. So just some of the various palm trees through the garden here.
How many different species did they say they had of palms here? Do you remember?
I do not.
A bunch.
Yeah, it's a bunch. I don't remember. Actually, right here's the sign.
Oh, okay.
A sharp-eyed botanist, which neither of us are, but I can tell the difference in some palm trees. So, we'll see about 100 different species of palms. In all the world, there are about 4,000 palm species, but many of these are not suited to Florida. Close to you are the fishtail palm. That's actually that one right there. They don't really look like a palm, but it is. The areca palm, sometimes confused with bamboo.
Would that be?
Yeah, that would be it right here. And the royal palm, which is one of the prettiest palm trees there is in my opinion. The trunks do feel like concrete. That's why it says that on the sign. Some of the royals you see here are 50 years old. Other palms will be identified as you continue your walk. We have a royal right here. It's massive. But the trunks do look like they're concrete. They feel like they're concrete. I'll show you some more royals once we get out into the open by the pond up here. Alright, we're coming up on a little opening here by a pond here in just a minute. You are literally just walking through a jungle. But we're going to be in the flamingo area. Coming up on the pond now. There are some royal palms. Some ducks. And there are fish in that little pond. I think they're like tilapias maybe. There's another royal palm.
Go to Mom. Go to Papa.
Alright, we're coming up on the flamingo area and Shaughnessy's going to feed them. No chasing, touching, or hitting. You can't chase the flamingos this year. There's a cluster of royal palms right there. I'm going to show another tree that's very interesting towards the end of the gardens here. It's the only one, actually we did see another one the other day, didn't we? But other than that, it's the only one I had ever seen in the wild, but I'll show you that when we get over there. There's the peacock.
Maybe you kind of come down this way. Ryan, you have to take a seat.
Let's see here.
What's doing it to the other birds? I don't want the other birds near it.
He don't have the long tail the other one's got, but I wouldn't want to have to carry that tail around myself.
Oh, no.
I'd be happy with
Watch
that right there.
See, look, he starts shaking it towards the other birds.
He's a friendly fella, isn't he?
Reminds me of Rotoview in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. Our dog she's talking about. The other one's doing it too. They don't like that white bird for some reason. Look at him. That's hilarious. White bird says, I'm going to just head on out. Wonder what's going on with that. You ready?
Didn't we just go through the lava rock first?
You got one more. You want it? One more. Here. Okay. So they
He's
don't-
over here watching you. He wants some. Here, here, take a little more.
Well, you need some for the flamingos too. Here, Beth.
Is that a peacock?
Come on, I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on.
Flamingo! Flamingo! Ilya!
Come on.
Flamingo!
You know what's
Flamingo!
or
I'm not gonna hurt you. Go ahead.
I said flamingo, but oh!
Here.
so pretty. Yes, you are. Alright, listen.
We're gonna see if he'll take it from her. He's tempted. He just won't. He don't trust. He has trust issues. All right, well, let's try some flamingos then. All right, she's got the long-tailed one eating out of her hand.
He takes them very carefully out of your hand.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, go ahead and. Because I know you got more.
you got a friend now.
Alright, you got a whole stash down.
What do you got there? Oh,
Sorry, they fell out of my hand, little guy.
see, whatever you fed him made him eat it. He's having an allergic reaction. And there comes the sprinkler one. I kind of like to be under that right now. So if you're taller than, I don't know, I'm 6 feet, I'm clearing that by about, what, 2 inches? No, actually my head's touching. So if you're much taller than 6 feet, you might want to bend before you go into that.
Please no swimming.
I hadn't really thought about swimming in that. Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out what kind of flowers those were. Oh, is that a flower? I guess it's a flower.
This is some type of flower. It's hard.
Okay, and we're coming up on the Flamingo Cafe. And normally you stop here and get you a snack, an ice cream. I think they got nachos, they got drinks. And usually by the time we get over here, we are pouring sweat. Not so bad today, just it's a little humid, but it's kind of overcast. It's not really that hot. Here's the Flamingo Cafe. There's a fish pond right out here in the front. That's been there as long as I can remember. Peacock used to hang around over here. I think last year they were waiting on us when we went out the door from the lobby. Wasn't they? Some big old fish in there. Here's inside the cafe. You can eat in here. There's the
Come in and cool down just a bit.
Yeah, you can come in and cool down. popcorn. And they got hot dogs. And a very well-stocked ice cream freezer. Usually is.
Diese Zacken auf dem Rücken, richtig wie Dinosaurier.
Aldabra tortoise. I don't see where his female is at. I don't see the female. It's a big old fella there. She might just be back in there coming out.
Ja, ja. Kommt sie überhaupt da durch?
That is a big tortoise.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go inside this building and see the snake exhibit. If you like snakes, this is a building for you. If you don't, they're behind glass anyway. So that's a lizard back there. I can barely see him. It's so hard to see in here.
I know it is.
I don't see the snake in there. It's supposed to be a tree boa constrictor.
Some snake over there moving around
Where?
behind them.
Well, I'm not really seeing. That's supposed to be another lizard. Oh, there they are. Here's a gecko. I think he helps you with your car insurance, don't he?
Yeah, he's probably up shooting.
Yeah. Now he's posing for a video.
Really?
He wants to be on this vlog, so we're going to put you on it, fella.
Oh, his friend's back there.
Well, his friend don't want to be on the vlog. He don't have to be. This is a frilled lizard. You can see that or not. It's very dark in here. And here we got a boa constrictor.
Taking a bath.
It's a fine looking boa constrictor right there. That's what we need as a pet. He wouldn't bark in the motel room.
Is that fake? That rock there?
No, I'd say that's real. Well, he's breathing, so I don't think it is. I just saw him breathe. Those are real. Here we got a carpet python. How'd you like to have that going across your carpet?
No.
Well, he's a long fella. Actually, I noticed his tail's still up on that. Huh. This is called a crocodile monitor. Huh?
He's right there in the dark.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you'll be able to see him. That's a false water cobra. He's called that because he puffs his head out like a cobra does and rears up when he's feeling threatened. You can't see in that one. Some of the exhibits you can't see much. I don't know what's in there. What is it? Oh, looks like one of those monitors again. Okay. And that skull was from an alligator that was a resident here years ago. They used to have the story posted right there. I don't know why they would take that down, but they did.
Apparently that's their favorite pose.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to match the picture.
There's actually a second one back there too.
Is he doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Those are actually pretty snakes. Green and yellow.
Yeah.
They're very pretty colored. Snakes get a really bad rap, you know.
Just leave them alone.
Well, he ain't doing a thing. I don't guess there's much in there to do. But. What is that? Blue tongue skink. I'll bet he's got a blue tongue. Make him open his mouth.
Why can't? He looks tired.
Yeah, leave him on. Okay, we're winding our way back around to the bird show now. So we're going around the back half of the park. What was that? That was a butterfly exhibit in there. I didn't even see anybody. I see one. You going in there? Here we have a mango tree. Mango trees are really big.
I don't see no mangoes, do you?
I don't know. I don't even know what time of year they come in. Oranges come in the winter. Botanical garden. Alright, we're coming up on some bulrushes, which, if you'll remember, in the book of Exodus, Moses, when he was a baby, he was put among bulrushes for his protection, because a decree had gone out from Pharaoh that all male children would be killed. And there's actually the biblical story. He was laid in a cradle woven from the bulrushes of papyrus. Among these same bulrushes the ark was placed, only to be discovered almost at once by Pharaoh's daughter, who brought Moses up as her own son. Very common plant in Egypt. Now we're coming up on a little area, and it looks like they've closed it. They're renovating, and I kind of hate to see that, because each one of these little windows here had a, we may have featured that on our vlog here from last year, so if you want to check that out. But it featured the life of Jesus, starting from his birth to his teaching, to his opposition from the Jews of the day, and ultimately to his crucifixion and death on the cross and his resurrection 3 days later. And all that was portrayed in this little area. I always like that little exhibit because it actually gives the gospel. It shows, and that is what the gospel is. 1 Corinthians 15 tells us it's the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. So Christ died for our sins on the cross, and he was buried and rose again bodily from the tomb 3 days later, just like he had predicted that he would do. So that little exhibit there told the story of that. Now we're coming up on the tree here I mentioned earlier. Very unique tree. This is called a strangler fig, and you can see why. What it does, a bird will put the seed, will drop the seed of a strangler fig in the top of a palm tree, and you don't plant it underground. It gets dropped in the top of a palm tree, and somehow it extends roots out down to the ground. It grows downward into the ground. So it actually starts out up there, and then as it grows, it'll actually strangle its host, which in this case is a very unfortunate sable palm tree. So what the fig does when it grows up, it just wraps its, what do you call it, tentacles or roots, I guess? Arms, whatever. It wraps its roots around that palm tree, and it takes decades to kill it, but eventually it will kill it. So it's kind of a violently aggressive tree there, but alright, we continue on the path. Now, some of y'all who hate snakes probably don't like what I said earlier about a pretty snake, but here's another one that I think is really pretty. That's this Burmese python, yellow and white. That green and yellow snake was pretty. There are actually some very pretty colored snakes. And he ain't doing a thing bothering nobody. So. What do we got down here?
I didn't see a sign for that one.
It's a snake of some kind, not sure what. And here's a reticulated python, one of the longest snakes in the world.
And he has shed recently.
Oh yeah, he has. I don't know how long that one is. They can get up to like 30 feet, can't they? See what it tells on there.
The longest confirmed was 24 feet long and weighed 300 pounds.
24 feet long. Okay. I don't know why I thought those got up to around 30. Well, when they say longest confirmed, that don't mean they ain't longer went out in the wild somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we were just walking back towards the bird show, and there's some little kid, total stranger, I don't even know. He looks at me and high fives me.
And he comes to me and says, "You want a high five?"
Yeah, he's a friendly little fella.
Yeah, and he goes, "Let's go see the flamingo."
Yeah, what was he, like 7 or 8 maybe?
Oh, I think he's maybe 5. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's high fiving it. Huh? Oh yeah, right throated monitor.
He is tiny.
Okay, now here's an interesting little animal here. And also a very friendly little animal, apparently. Let's see. It looks like a miniature little deer of some sort.
Yeah.
It's called a muntjac, I guess. What it is wanting out of there.
Yeah, it does.
And to be honest with you, I really feel sorry for a lot of these animals having... Okay, fresh battery, ready to go again. Notice at the bottom, it says they have a nickname, the barking deer. Last year that thing was doing it. It was making all kinds of noises. But, very friendly towards humans. Come here, buddy. Come here. If I could get you out of there, I would. What I was saying a minute ago, before my battery went, I feel sorry for the animals here having to live in confinement. That one's obviously miserable. I don't know if it's the case here with every animal, but I know a lot of the ones are donated here because they've had an injury and can't survive in the wild. So I guess the park is doing a service there. I don't know if that's the case. This thing here looks like it's just fine. It really wants out. I really feel sorry for it. Seems very friendly to people. You want to pet it? Look at that. Boy, I'd like to take that home with me. Wonder how that would get along with our dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, here at the petting zoo, got some goats, some pigs. Looks like a couple of turkeys with all their feathers plucked out or something. I guess those are turkeys, yeah. That's a turkey, sure enough. Those are the worst looking turkeys I've ever seen. Huh. lot of snapping turtles here. There's one. There's red poked out of the water.
So this is Spooky. Spooky is 86 years old and he is a silver crested cockatoo. And he's gonna
So he's right behind Frosty.
drum roll.
I didn't realize they had another one that on.
Oh, good job. Everyone give Spooky a round of applause.
Go ahead and do that.
I've been properly introduced. I'm going to go ahead and get started with our lovely, lovely birds today. And my first lady of the day is Fortune. I know you're so excited. You're so excited. Fortune is an African gray parrot. She is native to the Congo in Africa. Spooky! Stop! Eat a nuts. There you go. Oh, tasty snack. Yeah, there we go. I'll keep him busy for a little bit.
Spooky is
So Fortune
upset.
native to the Congo. Andy, do not start. They're gonna start screaming and then they're gonna play screaming. No one's getting.
These things are noisy, aren't they?
You'll get your turn next. I think Andy has to go first. Andy,
This just shows if you complain enough, you get your way.
alright, so Andy is the star of the show, and that's why he's screaming for attention. He is a green-winged macaw, and I will show you why he's a green-winged here in a second. Can you do big wings? Andy, big wings? Big wings? Beautiful, Andy. Does everyone see those beautiful big wings? They are very, very gorgeous. Now, Andy here works at Sarasota Jungle Gardens answering the phones. So we are going to give him the phone. He's going to answer. Which one? Aren't you good? Yes. Andy! Ring, ring, ring. Andy. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, you want to just go
He's got
first?
car ID. He don't want to extend his car warranty right now.
Thank you, Andy. One more time. You want to go first? I'm giving you the opportunity.
Yeah, he knows it's a scam caller.
There you go. Now, hello is all he knows. Show me what you got. What we need? What packet? What we need? What are we gonna bring to the beach? Yeah, those birdie sandals so we don't burn our feet. What else? Oh yeah, the sunglasses, because it is super bright outside. What else? And the hot dog if we're hungry. Good job, man.
Okay, well, we just finished up at Sarasota Jungle Gardens, and I said at the beginning it wasn't as hot and humid as it usually is, but it sure turned out that way.
I'm wet with sweat.
We are sweaty and nasty right now. We both showered this morning, so I feel like we need another one. So anyway, this is, I don't know, as far as how many times I've been to the Jungle Gardens, probably about 75. No, not more than once a year. I'm not that old, but probably over 40 times, I'm going to guess. Probably been here over 40 times. You've been here well over 20.
Probably so,
You've been coming every year since we've been married. Very disappointing news about Frosty. I keep up with the Facebook page here. You would think they would put this on the Facebook page, but first guy told us he was still here, but where he was supposed to be, he wasn't. So I did ask another lady that was an attendant of that area. She said that Frosty has gotten to where a private owner had taken him in because he's not able to really perch on his stand anymore. He's 87 years old this year, so I don't guess we can fault him for that. You know, he's done here at the Jungle Gardens. He is not deceased yet, but he is done here at the Jungle Gardens. He is with a private owner now to live out the remainder of his days. So it's kind of feels like to me an end of an era. When I've been looking at that bird since I was 3 years old coming here, and I'm 53, so he's been here a long time. He was here last year on his little perch, and he was actually pulling himself up.
Yeah.
And I remember making a comment that I hope when I'm 86 I can do pull-ups, but apparently in the last year or so he's kind of losing the ability to do that. So wish him well. Didn't know this, but the other bird, one of the ones that's still on the bird show, Spooky, she said he's 86 years old. I thought Frosty was by far the oldest one. So we learned something new there. But what'd you think of it today?
It was good. I mean, I always enjoy my little walk through there and seeing all the palm trees and the flamingos and all. It's just miserably hot.
It is. I mean, there's just no way to get around heat and humidity when you're in Florida in July. But anyway, had a good time. Would definitely recommend this place for if you've got children. There was 3 youth camps here today, actually, and kids were very excited to see the bird show. You do want to let them see the bird show. That's at 12 o'clock every day. There's also reptile exhibits, and we showed you a little bit of what's here, but come see it for yourself. Sarasota Jungle Gardens, Sarasota, Florida, just off of Highway 41. I think this is called Myrtle Street, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
But anyway, of course, everybody's got a GPS now, not hard to find, but if you're around Bradenton, Sarasota, come out and see Sarasota Jungle Gardens. I think you'll enjoy it. So thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, and
Find us on Facebook.
Find us on Facebook.